You introduced me to Jack Johnson, he said. I've all his stuff, he's class.
Yeah.
And I heard him on your show. And he
Oh,
went
that's
off.
cool.
Didn't even buy me a pint. Time to join one of my favourite people in the world, Mr. Collie Fadden. You're very welcome indeed to the show.
Thank you very much, Jamie. It's great to be here.
I just wanted to play that. It's Toy
Well,
Story 5, folks. We're so excited. And
how am I supposed to follow that? That is the review right
That's a great
there.
introduction. That's a proper introduction.
Yeah, but it's also probably the review because if you heard that and went, ah, that's
Oh,
all you. That's probably all you need to know. Although I suppose I better earn my money, shouldn't I? And
yeah,
we better
absolutely.
talk about the movie. Yeah, we pretty much only one movie. There's another movie we're going to talk about, but that's all the way next Thursday. But we're going to mention it today. But it's all about Toy Story 5 this week. The toys are back, but this time they've the biggest enemy of all, technology. Let's
Oh,
see. Enough screen time for you, Shamey. Let's go.
Maid of honor!
Bonnie, there's a package for you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Hi there, I'm Lilypad. Let's play.
Oh, extinction! Not again!
Station, not again. I know the
Yeah,
feeling. I know the feeling. Oh, it's class.
yeah.
I'll tell you, just the clips you sent me, I'm so excited. I'm like that. I'm 10 years old again.
Well, but that's it. Like with two old dinosaurs here, are always going to like that line, I suppose. But yes, that's pretty much the plot of the movie in a nutshell, right? And I thought it was really clever. I think we said this last week, Shamey, when they said they were doing another one. You go, "Oh, what story is there to tell?" And I went, "Oh, that's an excellent story." And now, something that's a bit different. This is Jessie the cowgirl story. Buzz and Woody are in it quite a bit. There's lots of buzzes in it, actually. There's a very funny running joke about a load of buzzes all arriving, and they're now the upgraded online version of Buzz. But it's mostly Jessie and kind of a new group of characters. And I think in its own way, all the better for it, because then it feels like a fresh telling of, an old story. And the old story of the theme of Toy Story hasn't changed. It's about love. It's about doing the best for the kids. And that's why I think while, under 10s will laugh their way through it, parents always get their heartstrings tugged
Yeah.
because the toys in many ways are the parents of the kids, aren't they? They realize they're going to grow up and maybe not need them in the same way anymore, but they still want them to grow up and do that. And that's kind of the point of the story. I really enjoyed this, Jamie. It's a beautiful, lovely movie. Now, there's been a couple of reviews that were kind of slightly mixed, and I couldn't understand why. And then I was thinking about it when I was listening to some music today. I was listening to the new Paul McCartney album, right? I don't know if you listened to it yet.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a really good album, right? But it must be hard to be Paul McCartney and make, another
Another
brilliant
album.
album
Yeah.
that if it was by anyone else, they'd be going, wow, this might be one of the albums of the year. But because it's Paul McCartney, they go, well, it's not Revolver, is it? It's
No,
not
yeah, yeah.
Rubber Soul. And you go, well, it's still good. So this probably isn't Toy Story 1, 2, or 3, right? It's probably not as good as that, but it's way better than most of the children's movies. Or actually, it's way better than most of the movies you'll see this year. It's much better. And like the negative reviews that when I read them, I only read these things after I've seen the movie because I don't want anyone to make their mind up for me. I went, that's because they're doing a direct comparison to some of the best movies, full stop, ever.
Yes.
It's like saying, the new Al Pacino going, well, it's not The Godfather. What is? Do you know what I mean? So
And it never
this
will.
is this is going to be a mega crowd pleaser. And the other thing I like about it, if parents are worried about it, because we all use screens with our kids, and we all know maybe we shouldn't use them too much, but we're all guilty of it. It's not preachy. It's in the best Pixar stuff. It's an interesting thought told in a very accessible way for families and kids, but there's a good, honest answer there. And I thought it was wonderful. I think you love it. Your grandkids will love it. Your
Oh,
kids will love it.
I'm
That's
just
all the generations. Great stuff.
yeah. Come here. When does that open? No.
So it's opening tonight. It's open
It's
right now. There's people in Eclipse Cinemas, Bundoran. Well, actually, I think it's sold out. Watching it right now. Now, it's going to be around for ages. We're going to be talking about this in August probably still, but it's open all over the weekend and it's going to be great. It's going to be
It's going
great.
to be, and it's going to be playing like one after another type of thing, is it? It'll be
Yeah,
playing all day.
Absolutely. And you know, the way some people will go to the standard screen, some people want to, there's kind of a choice for everyone because it is that movie. And like it's one of the few kids' movies that we'll be showing at 8 o'clock and 8:30 because, of course, people who were 6 when Toy Story came out are now 36. And some of them have kids that they're going to bring, but a lot of them don't, but still want to go with their missus or with their fella to the movies and watch Toy Story. And that's magic. You cannot fake that. There's something special in that, and it is.
I predict it'll be the biggest movie of the year.
I think so.
I think so. Because once you get the kids and the adults, they're covered.
And appeals to like I don't have kids and appeal to me. Although what is funny about it, Jamie, I know we'll run out of time. I am 53 years old and I recently bought a device. I got it 3 days ago that you stick on your phone that locks the social media on your phone, and you have to get up off your fat bum and go to the fridge if you want to do it, because I'm addicted to my screens too much. So I don't know if the kids need this movie. I did.
Okay. Brilliant and great story. Right. Right. Jack Johnson, we played before that because you said any chance you put some Jack. But he's come back and he's made a surf movie.
Yeah, so he started off as a surf filmmaker. He's a surfer himself, started making his movies, and they were looking for music to put on, and everyone kind of went, hey, Jack, you know those songs that you play around the campfire? Why don't we just put those songs on and we won't have to spend as much money? And of course, his music became even bigger than the rest of his career. Now, when I first moved to Bundoran 25 years ago, I remember I was sitting in Madden's Bridge Bar going, what's that music playing? It's a very surfy bar. And and the man kept on saying, no, it's Jack Johnson. This is still Jack Johnson. And that was my introduction to him. That sort of chilled out vibe. And then, of course, he actually came to Bundoran and surfed in Bundoran for one of the great local surf movies from Sligo and Donegal called Wave Riders. So this is a documentary made for people who go, oh, I like his surfing, or I like his films, or I like his music. There are some people who only like one of those. I think there's many. I went to see him in The Point many years ago, and like most of the people there didn't know anything about the surf side of it, you know. And he's this hugely successful other life. So it's actually called Surf Film Music, all one word. Yeah. And the idea is this sort of polyglot of talents. I think it'd be really fun. And, you know, sitting watching people surf in Hawaii, listening to that music. I am not a surfer, but I know I'm going to really enjoy this. It's only for one night only. It's part of the London. It's part of the London Surf Film Festival. But they came here for a surf festival a year ago, and they said they saw in Bundoran how much people liked it. So they said, "Would you like it for one night?" We went, absolutely, bite their hand off. So that's next Thursday.
Because it's like in selective cinemas only. That's it. Like
absolutely. And one of the reasons normally we wouldn't mention this till next week, but we know there'll be people, especially people around Strand Hill, etc., who would love this movie who mightn't know about it. So we want to give them plenty of notice.
Okay. Right. You're bringing back Power Ballad. That's going to be your Missed It Monday. You like this?
I love this, and this is one of the ones that we've often talked about for Miss Mondays. There's usually two ways. Either they're massive hits and my boss goes, let's squeeze some more out of this one, or it's a film that I thought was good and the general public of the Northwest didn't come and see. So I stamp my feet up and down, Seamie, and say, let me show it again. It's great. This is one of those. Now, I think it's because Michael and Backrooms and all those movies were doing so big. This kind of slipped under the radar. It's so good, Seamie. You might remember what it's about. This fella meets a pop star on a drunken night out. They write a song together. Next thing, a year later, he hears the song on the radio, but he's no credit, and it starts to drive him nuts. It's wonderful. But no, the fella who made it, John Carney, who made Sing Street and Once, nobody makes movies about music like this. Every muso that sends you records every week, Seamie, they're going to love this movie. You love this movie. It's brilliant. You've one last chance to see it this Monday. I beg you to go and see it. If you like those other movies I mentioned, you'll really love this.
Okay, that's Power Ballad. That's the Missed It Monday film at Eclipse Cinemas in Bourne. Till the movies next Thursday. Enjoy Toy Story.